daughter needed a liver transplant, so my wife and I got tested. But when the doctor pulled me aside and said, "You're not her biological father," everything fell apart. Now, I've secretly tested all 5 of my kids, and the results have left me wondering what I can do. My 17-year-old Sarah was dying. Liver failure, rare blood type, needed a transplant fast. The doctors said family members have the best chance of being a match, so my wife Judith and I rushed to get tested. I've been married 22 years. Met Judith in high school when I was this scrawny kid from the wrong side of town. Her parents hated me from day one. They had money, connections, everything I didn't have. When we got engaged at 20, her dad literally offered me $50,000 to walk away. But we got married anyway, and I was determined to prove them wrong. Worked 80-hour weeks at a welding shop just to keep us fed. When the kids started coming, 5 and 10 years, I barely slept. I'd get home at midnight, exhausted, covered in grease and metal shavings. The kids barely knew me because I was always gone. Judith's parents never let up. First I was too poor, then I was a workaholic who ignored his family. I couldn't win. But when Sarah was 6, my boss got diagnosed with a brain tumor. Instead of selling the company, he handed me the keys, said he'd never seen anyone work as hard as I did. Suddenly we had money, real money. I finally got to be the dad I always wanted to be. Coached Marcus's little league team, taught the twins to fish, never missed another school play. Life was perfect. Then Sarah got sick. Started with fatigue, then her skin turned yellow. By the time we got to the hospital, her liver was shutting down. The doctors said without a transplant, she had maybe weeks. When they told us about getting tested, Judith hesitated. I thought it was just fear, you know? But when the results came back, neither of us matched. That's when the doctor pulled me aside. "Sir, I need to tell you something. Sarah isn't your biological daughter." I almost punched him, thought he was joking during the worst moment of my life. But then everything clicked. Judith's reluctance to get tested, the way she wouldn't look me in the eye when they drew our blood. I sat by Sarah's bedside that night, holding her hand while she slept. This girl who called me daddy, who looked exactly like my grandmother with those same green eyes and stubborn chin. How could she not be mine? I couldn't sleep for weeks. Started looking at my other kids differently. Emma, my 19-year-old who's starting college next year. Marcus, 15, who just made varsity football. The twins Jake and Luke, 12, who are inseparable. And little Lily, only 8, who still crawls into bed with us during thunderstorms. I had to know. Ordered DNA tests online. Collected hair from their brushes. Saliva from their cups. Felt like a criminal in my own home. The results came yesterday. I opened them alone in my office. Hands shaking. Sarah, not mine. Emma, not mine. Marcus, not mine. Jake, not mine. Luke, not mine. Only Lily is actually my daughter. 22 years. 5 pregnancies I celebrated. 5 births where I cut the umbilical cord with tears in my eyes. 5 kids I would die for. And only one carries my DNA. I sat there staring at those papers until 2 a.m. All those years working my